Hi everybody, happy 2016, woo! I hope you all had an amazing New Year's. I definitely did. Spent it with friends and just chilling out. Saw some fireworks, it was awesome. So I'm so excited for this video. It's kind of a cool roundup of all of the best products of 2015 in my humble opinion. So I hope you enjoy watching. I'm just going to break it down by category. So like tools, skincare, makeup, etc. So I hope you enjoy. Let me know what your favorites are and definitely follow me on Instagram. I'll link it somewhere here or right it here. And subscribe if you enjoyed the video. I would really appreciate it. Mwah! Enjoy! So in terms of tools, I have been absolutely obsessed with this brand. This brand is called Zoeva, and as far as I know, you can only buy them in or online, at least where I'm from Canada. So they're super affordable brushes, and dare I say, I think that they are better, well, at least the same or maybe even better quality than MAC and Sephora brushes. I'm obsessed with them. I got the complete eye set and the complete face set. This is not all of them, by the way. I just brought some of my favorites to show you. They're such good quality. They wash up really nicely, very soft and very beautiful. Awesome, awesome, awesome shapes. I've washed them probably like 10 times now and they don't shed very much. I love the stippling brush because every stippling brush that I get, or a lot of them, they bleed like crazy and they shed a lot. This one has done neither of those things and I love it. So I'm super happy with Zoeva. The next tool is the Real Techniques sponge. Miracle Complexion sponge. I really love the Beauty Blender as well, but this is so much cheaper and it's very similar, so I've just been purchasing this one and I really love it. I cannot do my makeup without a wet sponge anymore. It just will not be the same. It makes my skin look so much more smooth and natural, and as a dry skin girl, I feel like the water that infuses into your face makes it look really good, so I love these styles of sponges. If you've never tried one, I highly recommend at least trying out the Real Techniques one. It's pretty affordable. I think it's like $7. The Beauty Blender is $26, so it's a lot more expensive, but it's also really great, and I recommend either one. So I have two favorites in terms of cleansing my skin. If you've watched my channel before, then you've definitely seen this one. This is the Algenist Purifying and Replenishing Cleanser. I love this cleanser. Really, nothing else compares. It takes my makeup off beautifully, although I do use eye makeup remover before. It's just a wonderful consistency. It makes my skin feel really clean, but not dry afterwards, so I'm obsessed with this. And the fact that it has a pump is fantastic. So I'm actually almost out of this one. I really need to buy another one, so I'll definitely do that soon. And something I've been really enjoying using with it is Kojac sponges. These are so good. I was using the Boscia one. This is a Sephora one that I got for free. I know they sell them for a lot cheaper at certain like Asian stores, things like that, so I'll definitely look out for that. But I love them in general. They're wonderfully gentle on your skin, but they definitely help to get a deeper clean. So if you found like the Clarisonic or the Foreo didn't really work for you, I found they were too harsh for my skin, then I definitely recommend trying a Kojac sponge because it's very soft and gentle and just helps you remove that makeup. Because I was wearing things like Estee Lauder Double Wear, which I found like just the cleanser in my fingers by itself weren't getting it off, even though I do use like a makeup wipe first. I just wanted something to like really deep clean, so for 2015, Kojac sponges are my favorite, and they always come with this little string so you can attach it to like your cleanser, which I think is really smart, so it doesn't just like sit on a counter thing. Another favorite for my dry skin has been a moisturizer by Clarins. It is called the Hydraquench Rich Cream, and this has been a miracle. I have been trying so many different things throughout the years to combat my dry skin, and I find sometimes just halfway throughout the day it doesn't work anymore. So Clarins was a brand I had never even looked at, and then all of a sudden one day I was like, oh, I've never tried this, and I took a sample and instantly I fell in love. It's just such a lovely texture. It feels so good. It's so creamy and rich, but it doesn't feel greasy, and my very dry skin feels amazing with this on. Also, it has a really nice smell. It smells like, I don't know, just really fresh. And usually I don't like scented creams because I find they can irritate my skin, but this one doesn't irritate it at all, so I love this. So for 2015, I had been wearing a few different fragrances that I really loved, like Gucci Guilty, Prada Candy. What else? Yeah, probably those are the other two, but my all-time favorite for the year is Stella McCartney's Stella. This is so beautiful. It smells so sexy and womanly and unique. There's nothing that smells like this. And every time I wear it, I get tons of compliments and people always say, wow, that smells so good on you. So it's definitely, I feel like it's my signature fragrance and I am obsessed with it. You can see I'm almost done. Sadly, I have another little bottle though, but I love this. It smells so great. It has rose, amber, and musk, I think, are the top notes or something like that. But anyways, it smells great. And also, rose is something that I feel like is either done really well or really badly. Sometimes it smells so like grandma and gross and disgusting, but this smells so womanly, so I love it. So I have 3 different favorites in terms of nails, and 2015 I feel like I really got the hang of doing my nails in a way that makes me really happy. I love the way they wear, I love how shiny they are and how long they are. So the length I can really credit to this product. It's called OPI Nail Envy, and this is just the original formula. I don't know why, but there's like a bazillion formulas, but this stuff makes my nails grow. It also makes them yellow, so if you're the kind of person who doesn't wear nail polish on top, it's kind of gross, but I always wear nail polish, so it doesn't bother me. But seriously, my nails have never been like stronger and longer, and this stuff works so well, and I use it every day. Probably every single day of the last year I've used this, so it really works. The next thing is by Formula X, and so was the last thing. I have been obsessed with Formula X. Their nail polishes are amazing. They have seriously the most pigmented shades. You only need 2 coats, no matter what color, no matter how pale it is. It always comes out beautifully in 2 coats, not streaky or anything like that. So on my nails right now, I'm wearing this color, which is called Monumental. These are my 2 favorite shades, and this one is Intensity. And I find with a lot of like soft pinks and soft colors like this, no matter, like, you have to do tons and tons of coats, and then it doesn't dry and it kind of gets all gross. So this one I'm obsessed with because you just need 2 coats and it's fully opaque and really nice and shiny. And in terms of the way it lasts, I find it lasts pretty much the same as other nail polishes, nothing crazy with that, but I'm just so happy with the way it goes on that I will definitely repurchase these time and time again. The last nail care favorite is again by Formula X. It's called the Shine Top Coat, and this makes me feel like they're like gel. I just love how shiny it makes them. Also, it dries super fast. There's no other nail polish that I can pop on and then 10 minutes later I can fully just go to sleep, and it's like, I obviously don't like try to touch it against things, but you know when you go to sleep with your nail polish and it's new and it gets a little messed up even from like the sheets touching it, this one is really great because it just doesn't do that. I've even like done the dishes afterwards. Obviously I wear gloves. I always wear gloves. That's another tip. If you want to have nice nails and nice hands, although my hands are kind of dry all the time, but anyways, always wear gloves when you're doing the dishes or doing cleaning and stuff like that because it just corrodes at them, I find, if you don't. So that's a very dramatic word, but it's true. So I love this top coat anyways. I definitely recommend it. So I'm going to start with face products, and I'm going to go kind of in order of how I would use them. And by the way, this is not like an entire kit, it's just all the things that I thought really stood out in the last year. So the first thing is my Too Faced Hangover Primer, and it's so short because I actually chopped it open so I could get everything out, because even when it stops pumping, there's tons of stuff in there, like probably like 2-3 weeks worth, so I always do that. This primer makes my dry skin feel so soft and so smooth, and I am absolutely in love with it. I think I've used 2 or 3 bottles, and I highly recommend it to dry skin people. Even if you're not dry, I think it would still be nice for you just to really like rehydrate your skin and make it soft and smooth before you put your makeup on. So I love this, and it's silicone free, which I think is great for everyday wear. So I have 2 foundations which I have been using a ton of this year. This first one is the YSL Touche Eclat foundation. I have the shade B10, and then I have Estee Lauder Double Wear, and this is in 1W1, and I actually mix the 2 of them together. First of all, because neither one of them is the correct shade for me. This is the lightest shade they have in Double Wear, and it's too yellow, and this shade I bought when I was really pale, so it's a bit too pale for me. So I just mix them together, and I find it's one of my favorite foundation combos ever because it is not only moisturizing, but it's long wearing. I get the amazing coverage from the Double Wear, so I just really love the combo of the 2. Even on their own, I kind of still like them. This one is just a bit too dry for me on its own, and this one I like a little bit more coverage for most, well, day to day this one's good, but if I want to go out and wear it, then I'll add some of this just to amp up the coverage. But anyways, I'm obsessed with these 2. The next product is a concealer. It's the MAC Prolongwear concealer, and I have it in the shade NW15. I also had NW20, but then it just got a little too dark for the winter. I love this concealer. It's moisturizing, it's smoothing, it's long wearing. The coverage is the only thing I would like to see bumped up, but I find with concealers there's always a slight trade-off between if it covers enough or if it looks really cakey. So sometimes it covers enough and it's really good coverage, but it looks cakey and gross. This one is not like that at all, but the coverage is just a teeny bit lacking. But overall, I'm super happy with this one, and it is my favorite of the year. So I've talked about this product in probably about a bazillion videos. This is the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. It is a godsend product for us pale ladies. I always found that bronzers were so hard to work with, and I just didn't like any of them that much because I felt like I could so easily make my face look like gross and muddy, and I hated that. So this one, you never have to worry about it. I'm wearing it today. It just gives you this really nice subtle warmth, and it smells like chocolate, which is fantastic. And actually, if you didn't know, chocolate not only is just fun and smells good, but it's actually, or cocoa powder I mean, it's actually a skin decongestion, so that's pretty cool too. I have two highlighters that I have been loving this year. The first one is the one I've been using the longest. It's the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Moonstone, and it's gotten to that point where I've hit pan and I'm just worried that it's all gonna crumble one day, so I've been really careful with this one, but I love it. It just gives you such a pretty, intense glow, and you can really amp it up like crazy, so I love this one. One that I have been more recently in love with is by Bobbi Brown, and I think it might be limited edition, but it's still in Sephora's, and they have this one. It's called Pink Glow, and they also have one called Gold Glow, which is so nice for like deeper skin tones. But my god, I'm wearing this today and I just love the way it makes my skin look. It's so pretty. I highly recommend you check this out for a nice highlight. I was just getting a little bit bored of the Becca one because I'd used it for so long, and I was like, I want something new and exciting, so this has been really great. So I'm not going to talk about this for very long because everyone knows it, everyone loves it. I have raved about it for so long. This is the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I use the color taupe or medium brown sometimes. This is a holy grail. Nothing else is easier and faster and just more natural, so I am in love with it, and I'm just like, I feel like I'm married to it. Like there's nothing, I dabble, I cheat a little bit, but I always come back to my baby. The next thing is another thing I'm just like married to. It's the Kat Von D Trooper Liner. I have been dabbling in other things as well, just because, you know, like I said, you kind of get bored of using the same stuff over and over and over again, and you just think maybe there's something better out there, but you're wrong. There's nothing better than this. So I am totally obsessed with it, and I'm going to repurchase it because this one is just on its last leg. You can see you can't even, the writing's all gone on it. So that shows you how long these last. If you store it upside down in a cup, it lasts so long. Like I use it for 6 months straight, usually every day, so I love this. I don't really get when people say it doesn't last. Mine always lasts, so I don't know. Try storing it upside down in a cup if you weren't, and if you're not, if you already did that, then I don't know, but mine always lasts, so I love it. The first thing is something I used every single day for probably over a year now, and that would be the Too Faced Chocolate Bar Palettes, particularly the semi-sweet one. I love the shade range in it. I've hit pan on a few shades. I just think it's so beautiful and warm, and I didn't really understand all the bad reviews on it. I love it. I also really love the original one, the just regular chocolate bar, but the other one I find is better for my eye color. I find it has a bit more warmth in it, and that really brings out the green, so I love that. Also, honorable mention to the Bon Bon palette. I love it. I've been using it every single day since it came out. Oops. And I think it's absolutely stunning, just really pretty. If you want to check out some looks I did with it, they're posted on my Instagram. So I have two types of kind of single eyeshadows to talk about. The first one is by Urban Decay, and it's called Space Cowboy. This is like a glitter top coat. It is so pretty. They have it in tons of different shades as well, but this one I find particularly gorgeous. It just gives this like subtle, kind of champagne-y, goldish sort of glow to your eye, and every single time I wear it, somebody asks what it is, and it's super easy to use too. You don't need anything. You can just use it on your finger and then kind of tap it on. I find with a brush it doesn't turn out as well, so just use it on your finger and then pat it on top of anything you want to just make sparkly and extra special. It's pretty. The next things are from Makeup Forever, and they're called Star Powders, so I'm not going to open them because they're kind of messy. This one is called 947, and this one is 922, I think. Yeah. Makeup Forever really needs to like redo the way they label things because it's just not clear and it always rubs off and I hate that. But anyways, I love this product. I use it wet sometimes if I want like a dramatic, almost metallic sort of thing on my eyeballs. These colors are beautiful. I think it comes in several other colors as well, so definitely check it out. Highly recommend them. They also have something called metal powders, which I don't really like as much, so just be careful because they're kind of in the same packaging. They look very similar, but yeah, check out the star powders. They're really pretty. So for 2015, I had used so many Ardell lashes and they still are a favorite of mine, but I have been kind of wanting to try something new. So I placed an order on House of Lashes and I fell madly in love. I love them. They're expensive. They're way more expensive than the Ardell ones, but they're beautiful. They're truly worth it in my opinion. So this is one of my favorite pairs called Boudoir. And my all-time favorite pair, I'm wearing them right now, these are called Bambies. I love how they're kind of like messy and just fluffy and soft. When I wore them to Christmas and my family was like, "Whoa, it looks like you have an animal on your eyes." And I'm like, I'll take that as a compliment. So I love them and they all seem to like them still, even though they said that, which sounds like an insult really, but I think they like them. Anyways, I don't care. I love them. So these ones are super comfortable. The band is nice and thin, so I love that. Definitely my favorite pair. Boudoir, and I did buy the Iconics as well. They have a way thicker band and they're not as comfortable, but they're so pretty on. So these ones I find, I don't know why, I just don't wear mascara with them and then I don't find I get as irritated, but when I do wear mascara with them, my eyes feel so annoyed. So if I just do that, it doesn't bother me as much. Make sure you trim them before because they're pretty wide, and if you don't trim them, they're gonna poke you in the eye and piss you off, but they're beautiful anyway, so I love them. Alright, so I'm going to talk about lip products now. I have two lip liners to share with you. The first one is from Charlotte Tilbury. This is called the Lip Cheat and I have the shade Pink Venus. I love this shade. I actually don't find it's very pink. In my opinion, it's coral. But I love the shade. I think it is so gorgeous. It's perfect for any corals and it's just a lovely shade. I've never found a lip liner shade like this and I've been looking for one for years. So I was super happy with this and it's very nice and creamy. It stays on long. It reminds me of the Makeup Forever ones, but I even like it better, even though those are great lip liners. But this one's beautiful. The next one is by MAC and it's called Boldly Bare. This shade, I'm just talking about the shade in particular. I love this shade. It is so pretty. I don't know how to describe it, but Trisha Paytas was talking about it in her video and she was like, if you don't have Boldly Bare, you need it to overline your lips. And it's true, it is really good for overlining your lips, even though I don't go too crazy with that because I just find it looks super unnatural on me, but I love the way this looks just for a little bit of that and for that like perfect fall kind of, I don't know, nudie brown shade, so I love this. The next thing is another MAC product and it's the only lipstick I'm going to be talking about this year. This is the MAC Retro Matte in Relentlessly Red. I love this product. It seriously stays on your lips like no other. It is drying, but if you give your lips a good scrub down and you moisturize them a little bit first, it doesn't feel uncomfortable. I've eaten greasy meals, I've just talked all day and it stays on, so I love this lipstick so much. And I am not personally the biggest fan of liquid lipsticks, so I love this one. But they are launching their Retro Matte liquid lipsticks, which I'll definitely try them. I'll give them a go and see what I think. So yeah, excited about that. The last thing is something that I have loved for years, and that's why I want to mention them again. They just truly are a great product. It is the Buxom lip cream products, and I particularly like the ones called lip creams rather than like the lip glosses, because these ones have no shine. They're just a cream finish, and they are so beautiful. Not only are they just the best products, they're the most long-wearing lip glosses, they're super shiny, they make your lips look big, but the color range is so dead on, I can't even handle it. Every color they come out with, I want to buy. And sometimes that's the problem. Like, you can get a great product, but the colors just aren't for you. But Buxom, they know how to do a color. Like, White Russian is the most perfect soft pink nude. I love this one. What's it called? Pink Lady. Berry Blast is so pretty, and then this one was one I wore like every day for a long time, Creamsicle. So Creamsicle and White Russian are definitely my favorite, and I know they just launched about 5 new colors, so I'm super excited to kind of look at those and see what they're all about. Alright, and drum roll please, it is time to announce my favorite product of the entire year. I'm so excited. I like doing this one because it's fun to just pick your all-time favorite, and I couldn't deny that this was one I used pretty much every single day. I enjoyed using it every single day. I never got bored of it. Anyways, without further ado, it is the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar Palette. This was my favorite product of the year, so I definitely think you should check it out if you like the colors, and the quality is fantastic. So that is that, guys. Happy 2016. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. Let me know what some of your favorites of the year were down below. Please hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you want to see more. I would appreciate that so much. I hope you have an amazing year, guys. Mwah. Bye. Thanks for watching.